Okay, call to action to hold businesses who are associated or encouraging or amplifying the genocide of Palestinians accountable. I'm sure you heard the Comedy Cellar in New York, which is a very famous legacy venue for comedians, hosted IDF soldiers. If you don't know, the quick background is that the Comedy Cellar hosted a private panel discussion with 4 Israeli military soldiers who have just returned from Gaza to talk about their experience committing acts of genocide. Here's the flyer with the names of the soldiers. You could do your own quick Instagram or Google searches about who these people are and find videos of them in the rubble of Gaza, one of whom used it as his Tinder profile photo. The conversation was hosted by a journalist of the name Coleman Hughes. Here's Coleman's Instagram profile, and I'll just let you look at it for a second. Now, there were protests outside of the venue on Thursday when they hosted this conversation, and people also were able to tune into it who were not in person via live stream, which again, they conveniently did not promote on their own social media pages or their website. It was simply a platform for the spread of misinformation and Israeli propaganda to continue gaining support for Israel's genocide on Palestine. This is where the call to action comes in. This is the Comedy Cellar's YouTube page. At the end of every show that they live stream, they upload that video so that people can watch the show afterwards in case they missed the live stream. They once again conveniently have not posted the video from the conversation with these Israeli soldiers. I wonder why. If the Comedy Cellar did nothing wrong and they truly both sides this the way that the owner Noam Dworman has claimed was the purpose of allowing this to be in their venue, then they would have no problem allowing the public to view that footage. And you hear that the Comedy Cellar is pretty good at listening to customer complaints and reading emails, so we're gonna send some stuff. So we're gonna try and get their attention and demand the release of this video through the entirety of their internet presence. And we're gonna start with the contact form on their website, comedycellar.com, where you're going to very nicely demand that they release the footage of Thursday night's show with the Israeli soldiers. They also have this email publicly listed where you can sign up for a comedy class, or you can demand for the release of the video. Also, make it clear we want the raw, unedited footage. They also have a TikTok and Instagram page for their podcast if you'd like to leave some comments or DMs there. And while the owner, Mr. Noam Dworman, does not have an Instagram page or a TikTok, he does have an X page that seems to be pretty active. And just to let everybody know, all of these companies are very aware of the fact that they are actively avoiding pressure from Palestinians and our allies. They talk in their little circles about how they figured out all that they need to do is disable comments for a couple of days or stay off of social for maybe 3 days until the attention dies down, and then they can get back at it. And so it's very important that all of us understand that this is a long haul. We are going to continue putting pressure on the Comedy Cellar until they release the video. Maybe we also want to ask Coleman why he felt it was necessary to host and produce a conversation with fascist murderers. I don't know. Okay, bye.